Learning Marathon is a peer-led project, an opportunity for 12 people to work on a question that is bugging them.
It's a 6-month programme in which a group of people come together as a kind of peer learning group. Everybody has a different question, a different learning question, and we kind of pool our energy and network and resources and time to go through a kind of 6-month journey where we basically look to individually answer our own questions, but also work with each other to help everyone else to think about their question too.
So the Learning Marathon is for me, like I've always wanted to do a master's or a PhD, but with someone who's running like a business and a half, it's really hard to find the time and the funding and find something you want to do, and also academia.
It's like diving into a pool of the things that you're truly passionate about and then finding lots of other fish who are also swimming in the pool of the things that they're passionate about.
It's sort of using a collective hive mind, so everyone's working on their own thing and so we're passionate about it. But you get closer to that by helping each other, and the more you help each other, the more you get out of it.
It's like a peer learning group where there's no set coach or agenda. It's very much what you learn is determined by you and by your peers as well, and you all have a hand in learning from each other but also educating each other.
It's kind of like it's everybody's search for like the meaning of their life.
So I applied to enrol myself just because I was really lonely and I was just like working on my own project alone, and I just felt as if I was going insane. And so I just wanted to meet other new people, work in a really creative environment.
I've recently done kind of academic study and this felt totally different and really quite fresh. So I thought this is going to be fun.
So my project is all about helping people use the internet in a healthier way. And so it's about taking a holistic look at what it is that we do online and seeing how we can change our behaviour and our relationship with our digital devices so that it works in our favour.
I started off very specific that I wanted to focus on a side project which is called Design Calendar, and see how I could turn that into sort of a self-sustaining business.
My question is quite personal to me. It's all about black women. If the ideal is white male, we are the furthest from that point. It's something that I need right now, so I know that there are lots of other black women who would need it too.
I deliberately made my question very open-ended to give myself as much breadth as possible to explore, what I could do. And probably about 2 months in, I settled on a project which I've titled Internet, which is inspired by my frustration with the modern tech landscape. It's also kind of inspired my desire to create things that are valuable for other people. It's like a network of devices that broadcast websites.
So one of the big things I've been doing that we talked about is trying to talk about my question with lots of different people that I meet, using those opportunities that naturally come up in my life to explore my question.
It's taken me already on an epic journey, listening to so many new podcasts, reading so much more articles, access to books that I didn't even know were a thing, and it feels right. It's this buzz, and when I've got that buzz, I know that it's a good thing.
I'm mainly reading the scholarship about the area that I'm looking at currently.
I think what I started doing was trying to really break down my initial question and just unfold every layer of it.
There wasn't any one of those 12 people who that I didn't go, wow, you're smart, you're interesting, you're nice, and that's really extraordinary. The curation of the group is amazing, but there's also like really different people.
Yeah.
There's some people doing really emotional things, some people doing very personal things, some people doing very like big scale stuff, and having that nuanced thinking around you is just like, it's just what I crave when I'm working on my own.
Nurturing ground, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
good soil.
Wow, so our peer group is amazing.
It's like a little like microcosm of London, and what I mean about that is that I think it's a very international group.
Everyone brings to you a certain angle or perspective that you would probably never have thought of.
Yeah, the group is brilliant, really. There's such a wide and diverse range of experiences and skills upon which to draw from.
I mean, for one thing, like everyone has like different areas of expertise, so just on a kind of very practical level, you know, you're getting feedback on a project and you're getting like professional level advice on, say, like web usability or, I don't know, or like coaching.
The other week that isn't a meetup is a buddy meetup. Stella is my buddy, so we...
Sometimes your buddy cooks you really nice dinner at a house, and it's great.
Sometimes your buddy picks a pub where there's no vegan food stuff and has to make up for it by cooking all the following time.
It's someone that you, like, furthers your thinking.
So what's really interesting is Michaela and I work about 5 doors away from each other and had never met. And I'm not sure we ever would have. I can't see how our paths necessarily would have crossed, and that's what I absolutely love about this, because we bonded the very first day.
Rachel's, like I said, she's impressive, dude. Like, she's impressive. Like,
Stella is really warm and supportive and interesting.
She emanates potential. I can't wait to see what she does with this, but also the rest of her life.
So I think that you are incredibly brave.
You never have a straightforward answer to a question because you see, like, how can I give you a simple answer? Like, you bring this real warmth and interest and again empathy to other people.
Yeah.
And you have amazing shirts, which you're not really wearing one of today.
I'm enjoying the most the people. That's my favourite bit.
The environment created in the Learning Marathon is brilliant.
being challenged on my thinking.
I think it's just a wonderful experience. It's been really good just since we started. Yeah, really good team of people.
Just giving yourself the permission to explore.
Having a full-time job as well.
I find it quite hard as well to not necessarily know what that shiny, polished, amazing outcome will be.
I think the desire not to let anybody down as well. So I suppose I guess I'm starting to learn to believe in myself a bit. I'm not really sure though.
There's a kind of horizontal type learning which is about accumulating more skills, and there's space for that, and because there's such expertise there's some exchange of that. On the flip side, there's a kind of education and learning which is much more vertical and about your personal growth and development, and I find it hard to there are not that many places where you can go and grow that and learn those things. And one of the most wonderful things about the experience for me has been unpacking and experimenting with and developing, I think, healthy, positive, useful forms of leadership that can benefit our future. And I mean, it's been an amazing playground for that.
It's going to completely reinvent my professional life.
End of. Yeah. Next question, please.
I also am the co-founder of an anti-racism consultancy, and so it feeds into both of those businesses.
It's a good portfolio piece for me. It's great to be able to sort of like show that off in career settings, like a job interview or something. It's also a great kind of playground for me to build my skills upon. Actually having evidence to show what I am capable of is invaluable to me completely. Perhaps what I'm actually capable of. Because of my nature, I don't really feel like I'm capable of doing much, but then I was surprised by my ability to kind of just throw a workshop together, for example, or like throw a website together in like 2 or 3 days. It's motivated me in ways that I didn't think I'd ever be motivated, and that's incredibly surprising to me, to be honest.
I'm really looking forward to kind of deepening those relationships and just forming a cohort that in 20 years' time I could bump into them and go, remember when we did that? That was an amazing time in our lives.
The learning marathon is
Like jumping off a cliff.
yeah. I
Come
thought
on
it
the
was-
learning marathon. It's like jumping off a cliff.